Hello everyone! It's Shauna coming to you live from her craft room in Edmond, Oklahoma. Today is January 25th. It is 2 o'clock. Hope you guys are having a fabulous weekend. Can't believe Sunday's here and tomorrow's Monday. It's crazy how time flies. Let me do all the technical stuff real quick. I want to make sure I am live and on the right page. Yes, I am. All right. Make myself bigger so that I can look at live chat. Make myself to make sure that you guys can hear me. Let's see. Yes, okay, you can hear me. So it looks like we're good. It looks like we're golden on all the technical stuff. That's always a fun part of getting started. So let me adjust. Give me just a second. I know I'm going to wiggle this and I'm so sorry. Ignore my hand. Make an emergency call during my live, guys. Okay, that should just tell me I should probably not make any adjustments at all and leave everything alone. All right, I was just trying to straighten it up a little bit because when I'm not straight, it drives me insane. So let me get a little bit more on camera and hopefully I'm straight. All right. I think we're good. I think I can. Are we straight? Think so. All right. Oh, good gracious. If you guys are scrolling through Facebook world, stop by, say hi. If you don't say hi, I don't know that you're here. So let me know that you're here. If you are not seeing the little red live at the top of your screen, then you're watching a replay. And just type in the comments replay, just so that I know that you stopped by and you saw it and you watched. So, and if you have any questions, type them in the comments. I do read those and get back to you as soon as I can. We are making this cute little Debbie treat holder box. It holds the double little heart cakes. Hi Mom, how are you? So that is what we're making today. Let me do a little bit of housekeeping real quick. I'm so excited about this treat box. I love making treat boxes. I love giving goodies away to everybody. So, first thing I want to mention is Stampin' Up! Has something for everyone. We have 3 different levels of creativity. And we have something for beginners, our kits. They are step-by-step instructions, and they're very easy to follow instructions. Then for our intermediate, we have what we call mix and match, where everything coordinates and goes together. But you can make your own stuff. You can make your own cards and not follow anybody's, just do your own. You know, pick a sentiment, pick a card base, pick an envelope, pick a little sticker and image, and put it all down. So, and then we have, for our advanced seasoned paper crafters, we have something called Creativity Your Own Way. And basically, you can pull out anything from the catalog. So, again, I'm going to adjust this. I feel crooked. Maybe it's just my eyeballs. But, so if you're scared, if you think we don't have something for you, that is not correct. We have something for everyone. Right now, our celebration is going on. This goes on from January 7th through February 28th. So if you're putting in an order with me, make sure, I'm glad, Mom, I'm glad everything's going well. Make sure that you are putting in an order to get a freebie. For every $60 that you spend, you can pick a free item out of here. And then for every $120, there's a couple of other items. So anyway, right now, January 7th through February 28th, you can earn some free product. So depending on the size of your order. And you can order anything from our new mini catalog that went live January 7th, because there's a lot of good goodies in there. Anything online, which all of our last chance products, our discounted products, our retired products are online. There's a lot of them out of this mini catalog still that are available. This is the one that ended in December. You can order anything out of our annual catalog. And then, of course, if you go online, we have some great online exclusives, which are products that are beautiful and never make it to the catalog. You know, they have to kind of put those catalogs together way in advance. And then they come out with new product and they never make it to the catalogs. So any of our online exclusive stuff, in fact, that's the reason why it's best to shop at www.stampinup.com, because it has all the products. So if you're wanting to go to a one-stop shop, that's where you should go, even though I love our catalogs. The kits, if you want to buy kits, they make great gifts, but again, you can, you know, do the kits for your order and earn free product. Now these are in the brown box are our kits that are online, and it shows everything. This is a birthday one that I showed off last week. These cards are so stinking cute. And who doesn't need extra birthday cards on hand? So, but our kits qualify you. And then even the paper pumpkin kits, you can qualify with those. Now these are our monthly subscription kits. These come in the sweet sorbet or the orange pinkish boxes. This is the one that we just got. Sorry, that stamp set does not go in it. But this is the one that we got last month. It is a Valentine's themed, and it is stinking adorable. I love this kit. I have a friend that is wanting to do some Valentine's Day cards with a couple of friends, and so that's why this stamp set's in there, because I wanted to make sure we had a couple of different phrase options for her class. Speaking of the paper pumpkin kits, the one that is in the subscription period right now that you need to subscribe before February 10th is a spring themed. It's called Hello Spring. This is kind of the sneak peek that we have of it. The paper pumpkins we don't really get to see in full until they arrive at your doorstep. Stampin' Up! Likes to kind of keep it a surprise. In fact, when you get it and you unbox it, it has little cute tissue paper in there. It's like a gift to yourself or a gift that you can give to somebody. So they make it really cute. But this does coordinate with our Grow with Love bundle. So this is the one, again, if you like the paper pumpkins, and I've talked about those every video. Even though it's a monthly subscription, you can start it, stop it. You don't have to get every month. In fact, I've suspended it for this month. I probably won't get that one, but I will get this one because I'm so excited for that one. So anyway, speaking of kits, there is in that celebration a free kit that you can win or get for free if you place over a $60 order. And this is so cute. I think this would be perfect for a little kid. Here's a hooray, let's celebrate. Yay, it's your day. And cheers, happy birthday. But you could put some glitter on this, put a little unicorn on this. You could really jazz this up and make it fun, or just give it like it is. These envelopes have some clouds on them. I love our kits. I can't say it enough. But that is a freebie that you can earn out of this celebration right now from January 7th through February 28th. In fact, it is on the second page. this kit right here. So, not really housekeeping. That's really all the housekeeping stuff I have, but I do want to talk about my monthly classes that I offer. I don't think I talk about this enough on our lives, and I just want to make sure that everybody knows, because if you're local and you're interested, let me know and I'll put you on my monthly email that I send out to all my group. Just letting people know kind of what the class is, and if they're interested, they can sign up. So yesterday I had a scrapbook class, and it was from 1 to 5. And it was Christmas themed. So we did 4 2-page layouts. So there's a total of 8 pages. And these are just kits that I put together. So I cut all the paper, put it together in a little package. Some of this stuff I cut out on my Cricut. And this is something that I do every month. Again, yesterday's was Christmas themed, but the ladies that came made these pages. And the scrapbooking classes, depending on how many layouts I have, are usually between $30, $40. I usually do $5 a page, which is a steal. I mean, that's, you can't get any better than that, especially since they're just the cutest pages. Don't mean to, you know, toot my own horn, but they are cute. So $40 for the scrapbook class, usually. That's, again, an average, a ballpark. And then my card classes. Actually, before I talk about my card classes, let me show you what is the scrapbook class for February. Now, this class will be on, let me grab my little calendar. I'm going to reach across my desk here. This class is February 15th from 1 to 4. And if you're interested, you do need to sign up by this Thursday, January 30th. I just need to make sure that I have enough material on hand and enough time to cut as many kits to put together. So, again, this is a 8-page, so it's 4 layouts with 2 pages, but it's Valentine's themed. It uses the Marbled Elegance suite, which is an online exclusive, but cute products. And they are not, there's only 1 page in here that says Happy Valentine's Day. So this does not have to be Valentine oriented. Like I said, this first one says love you loads. This could just be, you know, a date night or a prom or anything, you know, with love. It doesn't have to be Valentine's. This one says I'm yours, no refunds. This one could be church based. It says do all things with love. I love the gnomes. And then this is the only one that says Valentine's Day. And I know it's kind of hard to put both of them in here side by side. You can't really see the whole thing, but you can get an idea. So that is the February scrapbook class that I'm offering. So if you're here local and interested, let me know. I can send you the email. But I do need to know by this coming Thursday if you're interested and you want me to cut up a kit. Again, $40 on that class. So as far as the cards go, just remember that when you make cards, you usually make them a month ahead of time. So the card class that I did for the month of January was Valentine's themed, so that you, or love themed, so that you could send them out for the month of February. Scrapbooking, you do a month behind, just so that you can scrapbook what you took photos of. So yesterday's class was Christmas themed because people had their Christmas photos. So this was January's card class. I'll show you the one that we're doing for the month of February here in a second. But this is a little calendar easel. It sits up like this on your desk. So we did that one, we did this one, and then we did this one. So again, my heart loves your heart. You could send that to a friend, a spouse. My thoughts of you are all heart-shaped, sending you lots of love. So you could do anniversary, you could do Valentines. They're kind of general themed. And again, it uses the Marbled Elegance Suite and the free in the celebration stamp set, heart-shaped. I love this stamp set. Again, it's free. This is one of the ones that is a $120 order. So because it has stamps and dies, but these stamps are great and the dies are so pretty. But the paper that we used was the Marbled Elegance. So the cards that we are making for the month of February, for February's class, are birthday themed. These are the 3 cards right here. This is one of the bookbind Z-fold, and it's called a Z-fold because it looks like a Z shape. But here's that. I love this paper. The gold in it is so pretty. This is just kind of a real easy, just pretty card. And then this is a triple fold accordion card. And it opens up like that. So, again, these are the card classes for the month of February. And actually, the card class, believe it or not, is this coming Saturday, because February 1st. February is always kind of a hard month because it's a shorter month. And I could possibly have a trip to San Antonio the second weekend of February. So that makes one of the weekends not available to me, really. So it really does feel short. So sorry about the short notice, but that birthday card class is this coming Saturday. And it uses the, like I said, beautiful paper, these pretty little embellishments. And this is from the Wildflower Birthday suite. So there's that suite. This is the Marbled Elegance suite. It has some pretty gold trim and these beautiful little gold hearts. These were actually an online exclusive, but they went really well. This is called Low Profile Dots, but it's a pretty in pink and a gold, so it went really well with this paper and coordinated well. So, okay, let's get to getting on this treat box. You guys are going to be so surprised at how fast this treat box comes together. So let me grab, you're going to need a piece of real red, 8.5 by 11. Let me grab my little paper trimmer here. So this is going to be 8. So I need to cut off a quarter of this. By 7 1/4. So 7 1/4. And this is our paper trimmer. I have on it a scoring blade and a cutting blade. The scoring blade is the light one, the cutting blade is the dark. Some people do not like to do that. And I will have to say I've accidentally, you know, cut a piece of paper instead of scoring it, because I do have both of them on. So you have to be mindful of what you're doing. But on the 8-inch side, so we're going to take this back now that we've got our 8 by 7 1/4 piece of paper. On the 8-inch side, we are going to score this at 1 inch. And I'm using the 1 inch mark on this side of the paper trimmer. So it's just easier for me. I'm going to score that, and then we're going to go flip it around, because that's my 1 inch score line. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera. It's right there. So 1 inch, 3 1/2, 4 1/2, and 7. And then on our 7 1/4 inch, we're going to score it at 1. So again, I'm using the 1 inch over here on this side of the trimmer, just because my paper can lay flatter. So there's the 1. And then 6 1/4 over here. And actually, to be honest, it's on our paper trimmers, it's kind of hard to see the 6 1/4, but really it's a 1 inch score on both sides. So I'm just going to rotate this to the other side and score it at the 1 again. Because this is a 7 1/4 piece of paper in this way it's laying, if you take an inch off of each side, it's 6 1/4. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to show you guys kind of what we're going after. This right here is kind of what we're going to be looking for. So it's 1 inch on each side. Excuse me. I'm going to grab my bone folder, and I'm going to fold and burnish all of these creases so that I can make them nice and good. Excuse me, let me grab a drink. I'm still getting over, I mean, I feel better and I'm not sick anymore, but I have the after stuff. Like every morning, I don't know if it's because of the weather, because we're going from hot to cold, but every morning I just wake up with a head full. Okay. In my card classes, I will say, I try to, sometimes it's 3 cards, sometimes it's 2 cards and a little treat box or a little project. That's, you know, that card class that I just showed you that had the little calendar. That was kind of our treat box or our project, just to kind of give it a variety. Okay, so we've got all of our paper scored and cut, and what we're going to do is cut up on each one of these score marks to this 1 inch. And then we're going to come in, our tabs is this, this, and this. These are our 3 tabs. And just to reduce the bulk and make it lie easier and flat, we are going to come in and just remove a little bit off of each one of these tabs. It makes it fold a little bit easier when you're putting it together. Just giving it a little trim, a little haircut. Okay, then we're going to turn around and we're going to do the same on the opposite side. So flip your paper, rotate your paper, and again, cut up to the 1 inch score line on all your score lines. And then your tab. So again, this, and this. We're going to go in and we're just going to give it a little bit of a haircut. So make sure you're doing it on your tabs and not these pieces right here, your box pieces. Hope that makes sense. I don't know. I think all of you guys see my post on my personal page on Facebook that are part of this group. But if you don't, you can always go over and send me a friend request on my personal page. But I think a lot of you guys know my son graduated he joined the Army back in May. And he graduated his AIT training this last week. So I'm so proud of him. I keep thinking about him and what he's doing, Mom, since he's at Camp Bolus this week. You're going to flip this over and you're going to put your adhesive on these tabs. And I'm just going to kind of put it, I'm trying to think what the easiest way to put this is. Give me just a second. I'm going to put it right down the middle, this lengthwise. I think that's going to be the easiest. Anyway, Camp Bolus is kind of like hands-on training and as close as a simulation as you can for a real world war, I guess is what you would. So they have electronic dummies or people placed out, you know, in an area, a huge area. And sorry about my sniffles. You know, they're put out there and they're crawling around on the ground and they're acting like they're in war, and then they run across injured people. He's a combat medic is what he went in for. And so you run across somebody who has a wound or an injury, and you have to stabilize them and keep them alive. Trying to find my little pokey tool. So we're just going to take the backing off of this tear and tape adhesive. You do want a good, strong adhesive when you're putting boxes together, just so that it stays together well. Sometimes our Snell does not do it. Either this or the liquid glue, and you guys know how much I love the liquid glue. I'm being sarcastic because I can't, it gets everywhere. It gets all over me. You're gonna pull these tabs up and you're gonna make this corner as straight as possible. So again, you're just going to take this piece, this straight edge, and match it up with this straight edge right here. And that's the bottom of our box. And then this right here is going to come in and fold. And again, you want that straight edge. You don't want a wonky box. And you're going to pull this tab in and again make it as straight as possible. And then this comes in and folds in just like this. I'm trying to make my fingers not be in the way so you can see what I'm doing. So the angle is a little weird, but anywho. And you don't have to do this. It would close just fine like this. But I always like to take any circle punch will work, but I like to kind of take it and eyeball it in the middle. If you wanted to, before you folded it together, you could lay it on your graph paper and you could mark it at the 2 5/8 because that's the middle. But I just eyeball it. But I'm going to take my little circle punch and I'm just going to take out a little bitty, just a little notch. Again, it's easier to do it if you do it before you put it together. But that way, when they open it, they can kind of grab a hold of it. It kind of lets you have a spot for your finger. Hope that makes sense. All right, so now what we can do, and you could do this before you get to this point too, but we're going to decorate the top of our box, and you could definitely do this and decorate it before you make the box. But it's just a little piece of the Marbled Elegance paper. Let me show you this paper pack real quick. Yesterday, this was still available. So I think it's still available today. You get 6 sheets. Well, 6 yeah, okay. Let me try to word that better. Okay, so you have a front and a back. So this is the front of page 1, or the front and the back of page 1. So that's page 1. This is page 2, the front and the back. This is page 3, front and back. I love this paper. Again, an online exclusive. Some of our best stuff is our online stuff, so don't miss out. Make sure you're going to www.stampinup.com to see all the stuff. Front and back, and that was the 4th one, I think. Yeah. Front and back of the 5th one. I love those little roses. And front and back of the 6th. So you get 6 patterns, front and back. So there's 12 patterns, and you get 2 pieces of each. So there's 12 pieces of paper. Hopefully that makes sense. Hi, Pat. How are you? I hope you're having a good weekend. Yes, I like too. I like it very much. All right, so we are going to use, let me see what piece I used. Give me just a second. Let me grab my paper. I mean, you could use any of them. I used this one right here. And I already have a little bit of it cut, so let me grab my scraps so that I'm not getting a new piece of paper. Here we go. So this is going to measure 1/4 of an inch. There's a border around here of 1/4 of an inch all the way around. So this piece of Designer Series paper. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you caught me live too. Is going to measure 5 by 2 1/4. So we're going to go, let's see, let's do 2 1/4. I know I don't normally get to catch you. I'm glad you're on. By 5. Now this piece of paper, this side does have a direction, and you could use this side if you wanted. I love this side of the paper. So really you have endless possibilities, but you could do it like that. But I love that. I love the gold. This is one of our Designer Series paper. And it has the, I should say it's the Specialized Designer Series paper. It's got some gold foiling in it. So, it's a little bit more expensive than our normal regular paper, but it's well worth it. So we're just going to put this on top. Get it as straight as possible. And then let me bring this back in. This is what we're making, Aunt Pat. I'm going to grab some gold foil is our gold foil paper. I love this paper. And our die set that we're using. This is, again, the Marbled Elegance dies. This is an online suite. And we're going to use this one. I love the detail in this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but so pretty. There's another one that's a bigger heart. It's got some detailed in it. And then there's a little bitty heart. There's several different hearts, but these are the ones that have a little detail extra in them. So I'm going to grab that. And then I'm also going to grab our paper pumpkin heart. These were some dies. It was called Spring is in the Air. And this heart die is so, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. But these are some dies that you can get with the paper pumpkin kits. You don't have to be a paper pumpkin subscriber to get this. It's item number 166237. But it was designed to go with our February paper pumpkin kit. So let me grab our die cut machine. The big Mamba Jamba. And grab this foil and put this heart on it. And I'm going to put this through. Here's a couple little shims that I have just because my machine is old and worn. It's been loved and used. I need to break down and get a new machine, but I don't ever do it because I want to use my money on new fun product. But look at that, how detailed that is. Hope you guys can see that. I love it. So then I'm going to do the other heart. So I'm going to grab a bigger piece of foil and grab my bigger die. If I can pick it up with my fingers here off my desk. And I love this die because it actually cuts two different hearts out. Let me get this off my desk. Ooh. So when it cuts a plain heart and then this little trim piece. Oh, sorry, I need to bring that back one more time. I just thought it was done. I'm going to take this extra piece of real red paper that we cut off and run it through with this die one more time. Okay, now we're done with it. Excuse me for my snifflings. I'm sorry. So I've got, you could actually do two different ones, but I'm going to take this gold with the red because then I'm going to take my other gold and layer it. But you could definitely, you know, make one. Don't throw this away. You could do one like this and then cut a red one and, you know, just change up the colors. Hope that makes sense. So I'm going to bring my box back in here. And I'm going to take my little Valentine's Day hearts. They fit perfect in this box. The box was designed for them. And I'm going to take my ribbon. This is the, what's it called? Striped Trim Iridescent. Let me find the end of it. But it has these stripes in it. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully the light's kind of catching the glitter, the glimmer in the paper. This was not part of the suite. Part of the suite was some gold trim. And I don't have it right here at my desk at my fingertips. But it was some pretty gold thread. I'm going to take a pretty good chunk of this. Let's see. Just because I have fat fingers and I like to work. But let's see. What is this? This is about, let's see, that's 16. And so it's about 28 inches of ribbon. It's a good chunk of it. I'm going to take this and I'm going to tie a bow. I'm going to attempt to try a bow. I love tying bows on live videos. Not. I can never do it when somebody's watching. The pressure is on. But I'm going to tie a bow over here to the side. Shauna's going to concentrate here. And I'm going to fiddle with it until I get it to lay right. Sometimes it takes a second to make it look so pretty. I'm going to make sure my loops are nice and big. And that, of course, is not laying the way I want it to lay. There we go. Oh, and there's, all right, so if you've got it backwards or upside down, you can always take it and flip it over. This just slides on and off for whoever to open up their box. So they can do that and not have to untie it. But, okay, now can I get it back on? Come on, Shauna. You can do it. There we go. That way my tails are facing down on the right direction. Okay. So we have our little ribbon here. And I've loosened it up a little bit because I was trying to put it back on that box. So you could make it tighter for sure. But I've kind of played with it too much, it looks like. We're going to take our red heart, our big heart, and let's see, I think I'm going to use pop dots. I'm going to use our dimensionals. Let me grab them. So here's our dimensionals, and I'm going to pop these on here. Take off the backing. And I'm going to put this in between our little piece of ribbon here. So be careful where you're putting your pop dots because a little bit of it does overhang. And then I'm going to take this silver piece and let me grab my little silicone mat because I'm going to use my favorite green capped Mono Tombow adhesive glue that I love so much. I'm going to put some glue around the edges. A little bit of this goes a long way. And part of this is actually going to overhang, so I will probably have to wipe off some of this glue. But I'm going to take my tweezers and lay this. I'll line it up as best I can. and lay that and kind of push it down. Make sure I get all of it adhered to the box as I can. And then you can come back after you flip it over with a napkin or a rag, a baby wipe, whatever, and wipe off that extra glue that is peeking out from the sides. It's just easier to do that way. Okay. And it does take a second for it, you know, it's wet glue. So it does take a second for it to grab a hold. But once it does, it's on there. It's not coming up. Okay, where did I put my little, there it is. It's hiding under my box. I need to put that back in so that this does not clog up. This glue, this is the glue. This is what it looks like if you're buying it out of our catalog. It's the green capped glue. I just put it in a little precision tip bottle just because it's easier to work with. I feel like that stuff gets everywhere, and when it gets on your fingers, then you're just a sticky mess. So that is my way of dealing with that glue. It has its reasons, but I don't love it all the time. So then I'm going to take my dimensionals again, and I'm going to put 3 of them on here. I'm going to pop this one up. And center it. I try not to get my head in the camera. I think I'm pretty centered. All right, and then we're actually not gonna stamp our saying. You could. There is a wonderful, let me pull this box back in. It's kind of off the camera. You can't even see what I'm making. There is a wonderful saying in this stamp set that says, "My heart loves your heart," and I love that saying. But so you could use it if you have this stamp set, if you want it free with your order. Or we also have these ephemera packs. This is the Celebrate Love Mix and Match ephemera pack. I just put it in this case because it's easier to store. But an ephemera pack are little die cuts, and there are 2 sheets of each, but there are some Happy Valentines, love you, be mine, kisses, love you lots. There's some cute little hearts and some flowers. These are precious. They remind me of like doilies, but they are so intricate. I'm going to try to hold that up to the camera. Hopefully you guys can see that, but you can take one of these hearts and layer it on this heart or a pink heart. They work well together. Anyway, these are our mix and match ephemera packs. But anyway, so pretty. But I mean, each one of these little hearts, so like there's this little scalloped layer, there's this one, there's like 3 or 4 hearts in that right there. And you have to be careful with them because they do pop out and they get everywhere. I try to keep them together as much as possible. And that's why I keep them stored in these cases, because they just come in a like a little saran pack. You know, once you open up the package, it's like a little saran pack. I just cut the little label out and stick it in the back of the case so that I can remember what it's called and what the order number is. This is in our new mini catalog. So this is item 164857 if you guys want to buy it. But I'm just going to take one of these that says Happy Valentine's Day, and I'm going to take a red one because, you know, that's the real red. That's the paper that I'm using, so it coordinates well. But you could definitely use one of the Be Mines. or you can make a pink box. It doesn't have to be a real red. I will show you. I just kind of have this sitting on my desk. This stamp right here and this die. Look, I'm using that on a different project. I've been working on some other things, so. But just want to show you how cute, right? So cool, very pretty. Yes, Mom, I agree. I love it. Okay. I'm going to put some adhesive on this. I'm not going to put pop dots on this or dimensionals just because there's enough dimension, I think, already. But I'm going to stick this kind of in the middle. Get it lined up as best I can. And then I'm going to take, of course, because you cannot make anything without putting the embellishments on it. Where are my little heart embellishments? Bear with me a second. I thought I had everything at my fingertips, but I must have put these up. So bear with me. And I didn't. Okay, hold on. Intermission. I have my little box over here, Mom. Everything should be right here. Oh, they are. They're just hiding from me. All right. So I'm going to take these little gold hearts. These are called adhesive backed heart sequins. This is part of the suite, but you can buy them separate. And I'm just going to take a few of these. There's 3 different sizes. So I'm going to take a big one and a small one. I'm just going to randomly put them on here and then come back and get the medium-sized one and put it up here. I mean, you could put tons of them, but you know, our eye likes 3. And again, that bow is just not, it's not cooperating. I may have to play with it. I'm very persnickety about my bows. But anyway, a cute little treat box for your little Debbie's heart-shaped snacks. You can give it to friends, to anybody that you want to just say, hey, I love you. Well, that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. If you guys have any questions about any of the supplies that I used or how to put in an order, please let me know. Again, I showed off the card and scrapbook classes at the beginning of the video. So if you missed those, go back and watch it. But those are the new cards and scrapbook layouts for the month of February. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and I will see you next Sunday. So probably at 2 o'clock, same time. Take care. Have a wonderful week. See you later. Bye-bye.